Greetings, family. Greetings. I hope you are well. I hope you are fine. I hope you are blessed. We are meeting once again as we continue to give you updates of whatever is happening in the nation as we are towards the freedom of the Zimbabwean people. MNANGAGWA fires Mike Bimha and a Zanu-PF youth leader for opposing the 2030 mantra. I want us to go back and remember the other issues that we have discussed in the past. You remember, we spoke about Killer Zivu, and right on the show, we discussed, and I was saying that Killer Zivu has got quite a lot of information that happens in Zanu-PF. And when he writes it in a hidden way, he writes it in a parable way, but there will be something that he will be saying there. And those that still remember that show, when we was talking about people resigning and, heads rolling and things like that, and the shuffling and the like. This has come to pass because finally Emmerson Mnangagwa has fired some individuals right from the Politburo. He has mixed them up, he has shuffled them up, and Mike Bimha has lost his position as the political commissar of Zanu-PF. And we have always been saying this position is a very, very sensitive position in Zanu-PF. Most of the people that took this position, they did not last in a good way at the end. They would always fall into a very unfortunate demise. We are talking about people like Elliot Manyika. Those that still remember Elliot Manyika, the Nora guy. And we also talk about Bodagezi and people like him. Also, they had a very, very sad end when they were having these kind of positions. So Mike Bimha finally is fired. And the same reason that this youth leader has been fired for opposing the 2030 mantra is the same way that he said to have caused the firing of Bimha. Bimha is on record saying in Zanu-PF, we do not have that mantra or that slogan which says 2030 Idi Anengashipo. And he came out clearly on camera and he said that his office does not know of that mantra or that slogan, and in Zanu-PF no one knows about it. It's being said in the outskirts, but in Zanu-PF definitely that's not the position of the party. And we thought he's echoing what Mnangagwa himself had said. Can you see that, Emmerson Mnangagwa is just a deliberate procrastinator. Imagine that he came himself and he said there's nothing like that. Zimbabweans are creative. There's nothing about the 2030. He has always denied this thing. And when Mike Bimha comes and also denies it, Mnangagwa gets angry about it and he fires him. So what does he want people to do? This shows you the dishonesty that is in Mnangagwa. Deep down in his heart, everyone knows that Mnangagwa wants to go on and on. That's why he's using his puppets of Mashingo. And they are the people that are making much, much noise. And now we are seeing Muda Ncube now beginning also to sing from the same hymn book and beginning to introduce this thing in his own province, in the Midlands province. But we have not heard the same mantra in the other 8 provinces. They are still quiet. We have not heard that being done. So far, I could say there are 2 provinces, which is Mashingo and now the Midlands, because of Ncube, who are singing this song. And remember, when Ncube said this mantra again, there was a letter that came out purportedly from Zanu-PF, which was distancing itself from this slogan. And they were saying this slogan is not the party's position and things like that. The same thing that Mike Bimha had said. So it is so surprising that once the letter came out, I think we spoke about the same letter in one of the past shows. They denied it and they called it fake, but it will be having everything. And it was even signed by, Marapira, who is the director of information in Zanu-PF. But they said, no, we don't know that letter. It is a fake letter and things like that. And we have been saying it is now a trend in Zanu-PF that whenever something happens, we always see some letters that come, that surface, some letters that just mushroom from nowhere. And when these letters come out, Zanu-PF is quick at coming to refuse and reject that we have nothing to do with this letter. We don't know where this letter is coming from and things like that. But the truth being said, we think really definitely that this has become a trend in Zanu-PF where those that are disgruntled and may want to send a communication out there, they may use that as a communication. They may use those bogus letters and everyone else will come and say, ah, no, it's not ours, we don't know it. But the message that it carries, it will be really a very, very concrete message. It will be really a very living message of truth that is happening on the ground. We also saw such a letter coming from the military, and Mnangagwa ended up threatening some people about it. And we were questioning and saying, if it is a fake letter, if everything that is in that letter is just fake, why is Mnangagwa threatening people about it? Because now it was talking about the interviewing, the investigation of his own children in their dirty deals that they are doing in the country. So this is it. We are seeing a lot of these wars and fights that are happening in ZANU-PF. Is ZANU-PF going to survive this? Because it is definitely leading to no survival at the end. I don't see ZANU-PF surviving what they are going through right now. And Mnangagwa continues to stay the boat. It seems like at the end, we are going to see an implosion like we have never seen before. Otherwise, with us, we say, let it be. We continue to pray. We call it our answered prayers when we see confusion in the camp of the enemy and the fire continually burning right in the house of ZANU-PF. Because all that we need as Zimbabwean people is freedom. And our freedom can only come when ZANU-PF is on its knees and it is lying flat on the ground. Then we can enjoy the freedom that Zimbabweans have always been waiting for. But freedom is coming. It is the season of freedom. Our time has come, and we are not going to tire. We will continue to stand, to speak, and to defend what is ours until freedom of the Zimbabwean people is realized in our land. God is on the move. God is in it. Freedom is coming. Thank you so much, family, for joining me on the show. Always remember, I thank you so much for those that are subscribing, those that had not subscribed to this channel. I was saying in the past, we need this channel to also match the main channel, Chatufa Television Production, which has reached over 20,000 subscribers. And I said, congratulations and kudos to you, family. Let us do the same thing even on this one. This is the baby channel. We also want it to be on and running. It is very important to have these channels both running in case something happens to the other channel, because ZANU-PF is fighting so hard to want to close down these channels. We've heard quite a lot of people complaining that ZANU-PF is trying to shut them down. If in the event that it happens, God forbid, of course, we will be still having a backup. So don't let this one trail behind. Let's promote it. If you have not subscribed to Live with Chatufa, please subscribe now and also share and continue to support it, because we will lift it up and up until it reaches the levels of the mother channel. Otherwise, I appreciate you, family. Thank you so much for joining me. You are blessed.